Hello. Hello, hello. I have no volume. Okay, I do have volume. Hey, Patrick. How does this wireless mic sound, Patrick? I'm gonna try some vertical here off of the cell phone, and I have this wireless microphone deal. I'm gonna give this thing a shot and see if you guys can hear me at all. I know when I was doing it before on my trying to get volume through my cell phone, it was terrible. All right, perfect, good. All right, so welcome back. Earlier, sorry about that, my SD card. Another one of the challenges of doing this stuff live, guys. My SD card filled up on me and shut me off. So we're gonna try this. We'll try this vertical. Hey, Melissa. We'll try this vertical. We'll do this Joey style. That's what I'm gonna call this. Joey style. And I got some interesting changes on my dispatch too, uh, that I was not expecting. Randy, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Um, yeah, right off the bat, everybody, this is vertical from the big truck. So if you happen to be tuning in and you're new, please hit the like button, subscribe, all that happy crap, and come along for the ride. Just keep me informed on how this microphone sounds, because if it turns out to be decent, I was gonna get a I can't remember what the name of the microphone was. They're completely 100% wireless. This one I have right here plugs into my cell phone with the receiver. But it's a little bit different, but it seems to be working. I mean, I'm happy with it so far. But hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. It's Trucker Zeus, aka real name Jim. Trucker Zeus is the shepherd. The Min Pin Chihuahua Thor and my other shepherd Misha. Cruising the countryside in the 18 wheeler, and how many times, guys, do I say the only thing in trucking you can expect is the unexpected changes, and it already happened. So here we go. Hopefully this microphone is turning out well for you, and I don't have to feel like I have to scream across the truck for anybody to hear me. This screen's going to be a little bouncy, guys. Remember, I'm on my cell phone. I don't have any electronic stabilization like I do on the GoPro. This is all off my cell phone, so it might be a little bit of a wiggle wiggle. Um, so here we go, guys. Let's go for this. I was supposed to go to Stanton, Tennessee. That was the original plan. Was I was going to deliver this load in Fargo, run over to USG, or no, what was I going to do? I was going to go to Superior and grab my load for Stanton, Tennessee, and I realized I don't need to take a 34-hour break at home. I could keep on trucking. I did not even notice. I've been out for 8 days, guys. I have hours coming back to me tonight, so I can keep on trucking. You'll, well, it's a pain in the ass. Here we go. Please forgive the bouncing, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. Gosh, that's terrible. So I'm going to Jersey now. I'm actually going out to Jersey. I'm not going to TR. I don't remember where, but I'm going to Jersey. We still got sound, guys. Can you still hear me? We still got me. I can't tell. where I'm going in Jersey yet? You told me. I can't. The name escapes me right now. I will know later on today when I get my dispatch. I'll know later on today when I get my dispatch what it is, and I'll make sure I put it in my Discord. I haven't had a chance to update that yet either, but I'll get to it. Guys, please remember to like. Please hit the copy link for me. You don't even have to copy anywhere. Just hit the link, the copy, share, hit that copy link, and that's good enough, and that'll get this channel a little bit more. Live on YouTube, vertical style, poser here. So the thing about this vertical is there's 3 lines of chat that come up on the bottom of my phone. And I'm not going to look at it, Yankee. Like, I can see when people are on here. So I was saying, I'm going to Jersey, Mr. Yankee. I just don't know where in Jersey yet, but I'm going to Jersey. The mic disconnected. So it was my... Hold on a second here. So then my wireless is not working right. Is the mic working now? I bet it is. Jeez. So this wireless roadie's not hooked up, but it's I'm on through my headset is what I'm thinking is going on here. Okay. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. I think we're there. Yeah. All right. Well, so what happened then is it's not my wireless mic, it's my headset I'm on, and my headset's dead. So, oh well, it is what it is. Well, anyways, guys, I'm going to Jersey. I don't know where yet. Where in Jersey, but we're going to Jersey. A full load of USG. It's not going to TR. I do know that. My Stanton load. It was funny. I was on the phone with my dispatcher. I have in this flatbed division. I have several dispatchers. There's 4, maybe could be 5 of them there, and they all work different areas of the country. And I was on the phone with my dispatcher that runs the East Coast, and I was telling him, "Hey man, I'm going to Stanton," and he's like, "Oh, perfect." And then my dispatcher that has all the outbound loads calls me up and he says, "Hey, did you say you have hours coming back tonight?" And I'm like, "I do." He goes, "Well, let's change this up. I'm not going to send you to Stanton." He says, "I'm behind on freight. Let's send you somewhere else." I'm like, "All right, that sounds good to me. Let's do that then." And he started naming off Iowa, Illinois, Tennessee. He said Tampa, Florida, and then he said Jersey. I'm like, "Done. That's it right there, Jersey. We're at." And he he told me the name, and I don't remember. But I'm like, "Fuck yeah, we're going to Jersey, boys." Via Monday morning delivery. Monday morning in Jersey. I have plenty of hours to get there on time, so we're going to do it. And the thing is, when they get behind like this, even if I end up behind schedule, it's not going to affect my on-time delivery status because, um, it's when we're behind, we're behind. We have so much freight that we have to, we got to get it covered. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. You got TZ's coming to the hosers coming to the East Coast. Lock your doors. I haven't been over to. I haven't actually been in Jersey for probably 2 months now. I went to the naval base down in Maryland a couple of months ago. That was a super neat experience. Haven't. Haven't been actually in Jersey. No, it's probably been more than that. I bet I haven't been actually in Jersey for. Oh boy, God, I'm trying to remember. Gosh, it's been a long time, bro. I don't know where. I can't remember the name. I don't remember. I'll on tonight. I'll have a better idea when I figure out exactly where it's going. I'll tell everybody. The uh, the dispatch will end up on my phone, and I'll know. But how cool is that? So I'm grab some fuel. So if the wheel of death is spinning on my cell phone, please forgive. I gotta pull in here to Oakdale, top off my saddles. I was only gonna throw on enough fuel to get myself done for the day, but now that I know I'm heading east, I gotta stuff these tanks. Hello, Buggeroid, welcome to the channel. Guys, I'm gonna take my headset off here, hang it up for a minute. I gotta pull in here and grab fuel, so please forgive about. All right, I'm just throwing them out there. I'm putting. Y'all saw what I just did. And, that's just the way I think here. I'm sitting here talking, guys. I forgot I didn't even have my headset on, so ignore me blibber brabbling in the background right now. You're probably just gonna hear an echo from me. I gotta get fuel and let this headset charge. So just bear with me. I'll be back in a second. All these fuel islands are full, nothing moving. I think the fuel pumps might be down here, guys. Well, I don't know what's going on here, guys. I think the fuel islands might be down here. No, they're not. People are just sitting here picking their damn noses like normal. Jesus. All these trucks sitting here and not pulled forward. Pet peeve, I'm not going to go down that road today. We just got to get fuel and move on. Who wants to see the puppies? Puppy time! Yes! You stop. You're so loud. Shh. Misha, stop. 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 No, you're too loud. I said puppy time, not barky time. And leave my damn windshield wiper alone. There you go, Wisco. You asked, you shall receive. Yeah, it's a silly question. You're right. Who the hell am I to think? All right. I'm going to set my... Where am I going to put my coffee so she doesn't knock it over? She's such a shit. All right. Here we go. I'm going to grab some fuel, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and click all the bells. Stay. Stay. my door. Get back. All right, y'all. Can you hear me? Okay, good deal. Hey, testing. Patrick, Randy, hello. Not on headset? Really? Hold on. Is that better? This thing is not working. This is a little bit. Okay, this is frustrating. You know, I spent all this money on these damn wireless me things, and I can't get them to work. It's the pole lock in me, guys. You got to forgive me. I can't even turn a damn computer on, let alone try to figure it out. For the love of God, I'm going to get a wireless headset to work. Who am I kidding? And this thing's almost dead. Let me might as well plug these in before I hit the road here. I'm going to be driving, Yankee, when you start your stream tonight, so you'll be done before I get done. Just a heads up for you, bro. Oh, let's get that thing plugged in up there. I'll play around with these wireless me headsets later on when I get done and see if I can figure them out. I was told by another streamer about a different wireless headset that they use. I've talked about them before. Everything Autos. I reached out to them on what they use for their audio, and they emailed it to me, and I'll probably just pick those up. I mean, I don't mind using my headset, but I don't really want to have it on my head all day long. All right, we threw in $400 worth of go-go juice. Let's get this thing done. Let's get back to the wiggle here. So, Yankee, the one-handed biatch, duct tape, and Wisco. Thank you guys for helping me out. Guys, girls, excuse me. You all know what I mean. Guys is a general term. We're all grown-ups here. We get it. Thank you for helping me out. Everybody, welcome Wisco to the moderator status. Welcome Kells to the moderator status here. Thank you for watching all for me. I know nothing happens here, but eventually something will. And it's just nice to have you all have my back. I appreciate that so much. Hey, Genesis, broken. Let's get this going here. I need to do some research and find myself a really nice solid mount for the cell phone. It's not going to matter. I'm going to get that YOLO anyways, and it ain't going to make a damn bit of difference. But for right now, to just go live, I mean, normally when I go live on my GoPro, there's like 4 people watching, right? I might get 10. And there's 17 right now. That's just from vertical. And I've seen that my vertical views, as well as Joey said it too, he'll have, an astronomical amount of views. Well, this channel is super small. On a normal 16:9 frame, I'll have 300 views on a 1 hour video. But if I go vertical, I'll have 9,000 views. And I mean, let's be honest, that's what this is about. I love doing what I'm doing, driving the truck, but I love streaming too. It's just too much fun. And for people that don't get to see what I do out here, driving the big truck up and down the road, now you get to watch it. You get to see what happens. See, and then we got like crazy fuckers, like crazy dude. What's going on, dude? Sorry for yelling. Forget I got my headset on. So we're vertical from the big truck. Let's see how this works. I started my day off with 312 subscribers. Let's see if I can end my day with 312 and not lose 10. What do you think? Hey, 21 people in here and 6 likes. Come on, people. Don't be afraid to hit that like button. It doesn't cost you a nickel, not 1 red cent. All it does is help out the pole lock behind the wheel. So for those of you who just, I'm stumbling over my own words. For those of you who have just came in, Hoser's going to Jersey. Hoser is going to Jersey. I'm on my way out to Fargo. I'm going to deliver this load of sheetrock at the Home Depot tonight at 10 o'clock. And then I'm going to take off from there, go back to our hub in Superior, Wisconsin. This guy's pulling over on the shoulder. I'm going to move over, give him some room. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Well, I'm taking 90 west anyways. I'm going to run to our yard in Superior, Wisconsin, grab myself another load of USG. Instead of sheetrock, it's going to be ceiling tiles, though. And I'm running that out to Jersey. Jersey's not that big, so you'll see me, right? It's what, 6 blocks long? They gave me an option to run to Maryland, to the north side of DC, but this particular load that's running out a little farther east there is got quite a bit more revenue on it, so I'm going to do that instead. Oh, this bouncy, bouncy, bouncy phone. I'm trying to find a place where it sits where it's not so awful. All right, guys, we're at the 90-94 split here in Wisconsin. If I take 94 west, I'll get to where I need to get to. And if I take 90 west, I'm going to get to where I need to get to. The only difference between the two is there's a scale on 94. And Pollock don't feel like playing with truck scales today, so we're going to go this way. Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope the dogs were behaving. I heard Misha barking a whole bunch back there. I'm really trying to work out of her. Her mouth is something else. She's an absolutely beautiful German Shepherd. But her separation anxiety has gone absolutely skyrocketed through the roof. I mean, like, I get out of the truck and I take 3 steps away and she's like, hey, no, you get back over here. And we're working that out of her. Please forgive the bounce of the cell phone. Try not to let that distract you if you can. So all the audio right now is coming through my headset. So even if I played music, nobody's going to hear it right now. So There's no point in throwing epidemic sound on. I'm sure there's probably a way I can make it happen and work, but I'm not that technologically advanced. So let's just stick with the Pollock talking and you guys watching. I'm super excited to be coming over that direction. Here we go. Uh, Earlier my stream ended, guys. I apologize for that. I didn't realize my SD card was full, and as soon as that happened, it killed my stream when I was in the restaurant, um, grabbing myself a McDonald's McGriddle. Jesus, H crying out loud. $6 for a damn McGriddle now. That is so ridiculous. I haven't bought one of those things in a couple of years. And yeah, I don't think I'll be getting another one. $6 for a McGriddle. Then I grabbed myself my orange monster that I love. Uh, one McGriddle sandwich and an orange monster was $10. These prices are ridiculous. Who wants to go into business with me and we'll make our own soft drink and we'll sell it for 15 bucks a can? Let's see, Dewana, you asked me, I believe it was, how much does it cost for me to fill up my truck or something like, or how far does it, no, how far does my truck go, I think is what it was. So my truck holds 240 gallons of diesel fuel, 120 gallons on each side. And on average, I can get, if I'm really gentle with the throttle and I'm not speeding up and slowing down because people are pulling in front of me, cutting me off, making me hit my brakes, if I can run my truck at a respectable speed, and I wish about governor, I'd get into that too. If I can keep my speed consistent and I'm not going up and down, mountain passes out west, or like when I'm running through Pennsylvania or Virginia, it gets pretty hilly over there. I can run about 7.2 to 7.5 miles per gallon. But 20 gallons on each side, I just don't even think about that. I just figure I can hold 200 gallons, and then I do my math at that. So 200 gallons at 7 miles a gallon. That's there you go. There's your answer. Um, I figure my trip out at 1,000 miles, and then I'll need fuel. It usually doesn't go that far because the colder it is outside, the more diesel the truck uses to generate the power it needs to push this big yellow pile of crap up the highway. So I figure 800 miles per fill, because I never run myself all the way down anyways, if I don't have to. So if that answers your question, I can get about 1,000 miles if I run it solid. But diesel it's heavy. So that brings up a whole nother question that could be brought to attention is, the weight of diesel fuel at 1,000 gallons of it, or 1,000 gallons, at 240 gallons of diesel in my saddles, it's 7.2 pounds per gallon. That's a lot of weight as well. So if I have a really heavy load I'm hauling, I can't run full tanks anyways. So there was a load I just did a couple of weeks ago where I had to stop every 300 miles and put in 20 gallons because I couldn't haul any more weight. And actually, I think I had that on here. I was I was heading out to oh, where was that? I had to have the chains, all my chains taken off my truck, and I gave them away. Oh, that's when I was going down to Texas. I was over by cabin. I was on 44 in Oklahoma, and Brian Martinez met me over there when my day was done, and he grabbed my tire chains and he grabbed my load chains and took them off my deck, and I put them on him because I was 1,000 pounds overweight, and we got rid of my tire chains. So I was 80,980 pounds when I got loaded, and we got as far as I could get. In he met me, and with the amount of fuel I burnt off to get to where I got to, we took those tire chains off. It got me down to 80,020 pounds. So there's a lot of other things that go into this whole trucking deal, not just necessarily the whole how far can I go, but can I legally haul what I'm hauling with the amount of fuel I have on. I got to do a lot of thinking. And see, Wisco, you asked me is my truck governed? Yes, that truck is governed. Governed at 68 miles an hour. Now, I'm gonna I'll explain why I'm an owner operator and my truck is governed, because I know that's going to come up in chat by somebody eventually. So I bought this truck through Halverlines. This truck is technically they consider it a lease purchase truck, where Halverlines owns the truck, I'm paying for it, and once the truck's paid for it, it's mine. And I only have another 6 months or 8 months left. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of flashy lights up here, guys. I gotta slow down and move over. What the hell's going on? Hold that thought. We got all kinds of popo up here. Something's going on. Wisconsin state law, slow down and move over. "31 people watching. Well, thank you everybody for stopping in and joining into the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, click, ding the bells. Throw in a comment down below, say hello. The moderators would love to say hi to you. Don't be shy. They're all sitting here, but there's nothing going on. I don't understand what's going on there. So my truck is governed at 68 miles an hour. Technically, Halverlines still owns this truck. Okay, I've owned my own truck straight outright in the past. This is my boy. Is this my 8th or my 9th semi truck that I've owned? I think it's number 8. I would really have to go back and think hard. Yeah, I think it's number 8. I've had enough where I can't remember. So I have done lease purchases in the past, and they have never, ever turned out to be profitable enough where a person can be successful unless you. How do I say this so I don't sound like I'm not picking on the programs? Let's say, for example, you are a single young male or female that doesn't have a house. The only thing you really, well, you can go buy yourself an RV, but you still have to go get a job, or you can drive a semi truck, have the house behind you, and have. I don't know how long I've been talking. Everybody's gone, but my International was a great truck. I'm down to 2 bars here, guys. So if you're missing some of this, I apologize. This truck right here, I thought I would try out this lease purchase program they have here. And the only difference between the skeptical people that are out there on a lease purchase, the only difference is instead of me going to BMO Bank and taking out a loan, is Halver Lines, the company I work for, owns this truck and I'm paying them. That's literally the only difference. Everything else is the same. So is my truck governed? Yes. Once this truck is paid off in December, Then I can do whatever I want with it. I can run this thing 100 mph up and down the highway if I want to. Get thrown in jail. 3 hots and a cot, that'd be awesome. Even my international that I had, that I governed that truck at 70 miles an hour. And the reason that I had that truck governed at 70 miles an hour is, guys, I'm not out here. I'm not out here to go flying up and down the highway looking like a hero. To me, that's not even cool. I'm out here to make money and feed my family, and enjoy the freedom that we have as, Americans to travel these roads and just do what we do. So even my international was governed. Am I gonna am I going to take the governor and have them? It's electronic. All they have to do is go into the computer and click a couple buttons and make it happen. Am I gonna have the governor shut off on this truck? I don't think so. I think I might have it changed from 68 to 75. Um, Tire ratings are 75 miles an hour on semi trucks anyway, so anybody that's going more than that, they got a hell of a death wish. TDF, welcome. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. My truck is governed. How can I take a 6-second answer and turn it into a 5-minute story that walks around 10 different subjects? I don't know. I get that from my mother. She could never stay on point either. It's the ADHD in my head, guys. Come on. I'm just a Pollock from up north. So again, everybody, please, we all know who the Wisco Robin for helping out. Um, Catches my streams early in the morning when some other people are not out and about. So it's nice to have somebody that can help me when I'm starting earlier in the morning. My schedule has been kind of screwed up. If everybody's noticed, I haven't been starting until 7, 8, 9 o'clock far Eastern time lately, and it's not normal for me. It's just the way it is right now. My schedule has turned into be starting later in the day. I'm hopefully when I head out east tomorrow, I can start catching some sunrises in the morning. I'd like to get back to that, catch some of those pretty, pretty, pretty eastern sunrises. If you're in the background and you happen to be listening in, subscribe to us and hit the notification bell, and you'll get a ding in the morning when I'm going live, trying to catch those absolutely beautiful sunrises. We never know, it might be the last one. So let's catch a pretty sunrise in the morning with Trucker Zeus. Hey TDF, did you end up getting those links? I saw you sent me a DM. Did you end up finding the links that you needed for Discord? I'm hoping so. right. Well, I'm going to kick back here, folks, and just drive along. Hopefully the stream stays when I climb the hill over here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's the top of the hill. There's a little town called Nodine. We call this Nodine Hill over here. It's about 10 miles in front of me. And service halfway up that hill is extremely sketchy. So if I lose service, I apologize. But this will be the final stream for me today. Maybe I'll be able to catch the very end of the dinner with Indy tonight. Y'all living check him out. I believe that's the only place you can see Dinner with Indy now. I do not believe Dinner with Indy is on. I don't think it's on YouTube anymore. I think it's all Rumble only. I could be wrong, Mr. Yankee. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I think it's Rumble only. If you don't have Rumble, just Google it, get it on your app, jump on over there. Rumble is more of a free speech platform. It's kind of like YouTube, but not. Jump on over to Rumble, subscribe to Mr. Yankee. It's Yankee free. Check him out over there. The show is called Dinner with Indy. It's at 4 o'clock Eastern Time every day, Monday through Fridays. It's worth your time. I jump in every day I can. Just I sit down and chit chat with Mr. Yankee and friends. It's a good watch. And the best part is, if you don't like looking at Mr. Yankee, you can watch his dog eat. So there you go. Or if his dog's not eating, you can watch him clean up dog piss off the floor. Either way, it's still a good watch. Oh, see, now my Stream Elements is working. Thank you for subscribing. I can't read that. I'm driving. But see, now why is Stream Elements working here? But it won't do anything else. Man, Yankee, I'm going to need your help. I don't know what's going on here. So the bot is working. Oh. I'm going to have to see if I can figure that out. I don't understand. 100% transparency on this channel, people, so thanks for joining. I have absolutely nothing to hide. What you see here is what you get. I'm a Pollock from northern Wisconsin. I mean, that itself is just a great thing. You get to watch me, don't you know? Man, I need to get that YOLO box bad. That camera wiggling is. I can see my cell phone bouncing all over the place. It's mounted to my dash by a little suction cup. And you don't realize how bad it is. There you go, Silverado. Yeah, 5 feet in front of my bumper. That's good enough. Come on over. Don't worry about it. Well, here we are now, guys. We're down to 1 bar. Said it's Cell phone service over here gets really, really sketchy. We got enough fuel on now. We got enough time. We don't have to stop again. We can just keep on going all the way. I'm parking this thing right in the Home Depot parking lot, everybody. I'm going to pull in that parking lot like I own the damn place, and there's not a thing they can do about it. Send security out and try to make me move. I'm not going anywhere. That was sarcasm 101. The Home Depot in Fargo is very truck friendly. I can pull myself around the back side of the store, pull my brakes, go to bed, and they don't give two shits less. They're just happy to have their product there. As the majority of the Home Depots are like that. There's a few of them in the Chicago area that don't want you to park there. But I mean, if you want your product at 11 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock at night or even 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't have the hours to get there, and the only way I can do it is by plowing in there during the daytime, well, you're just going to have to accommodate me or you're just not going to get your delivery. Does anybody that is on my feed right now know of a really, really nice, good, sturdy, heavy duty suction cup or even a dash mount cell phone holder? All I can find are these cheap plastic things. There's another state patrol in the middle up here. All I can find is these super cheap plastic things, and they're so wiggly and wobbly. Oh, he's shooting radar. Shooting the laser. You know, I know what I could do. If I took a piece of Velcro and stuck that to my dash and stuck the bottom of the cell phone holder right onto that Velcro, I bet that would keep it from wiggling so bad, and then it would be a much better viewing experience. Hey, Pollock is thinking. Need another one. It's all right. Polar King, another one, 10 feet off my front bumper. So we're going to take I-90 here. We're going to keep on heading west until we get over to Highway 52. And Highway 52 runs north right through Rochester, Minnesota. And I'm sure there's not a single person here that hasn't heard of the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. We're going to drive right by the Mayo Clinic. We're not going to see it, but we're going to drive right by the Mayo Clinic. And we're going to head north right into the south side of Minneapolis and St. Paul. And then we're going to catch the I-494 west or north, whichever way you want to look at it. And that'll bring us right back into 94 that runs directly into Fargo. Let's see here. What do I have for a Fargo ETA now? Well, that don't seem right. Let's see here. Oh, it is right. My ETA to Fargo now is 6:43 tonight. No, that can't be right. Oh, I see why. The GPS thinks I'm going to turn back around. Here, let me stop my navigation and restart it. Say that ain't right. There ain't no way I'm 7 hours from Fargo. Not a chance. Loaded. Here we go. That looks better. ETA now is 6 o'clock. I suppose I did lose an hour because I took a half-hour break. Then I had to stop and get fuel. That takes time. So that would be about right. 6 o'clock tonight. So much for me done early. I let one of our, well, that was an interesting blinker. He turns his blinker on 3/4 of a mile before the exit, and then he flashes it twice, 1/4 mile before the exit, and then he exits without his blinker on. Interesting. There goes Thor. Misha just stepped on Thor. He's underneath one of the blankets back there on the floor. And boy, he sure lets you know. You're within the vicinity of the almighty Chihuahua. You better watch where you step. Everybody, please, if you're new to the channel and you're just swinging in through the YouTube Shorts feed, you're watching Trucker Zeus. We're doing some vertical streaming off the cell phone right now. If you happen to like what you see, please hit the like button for me. Copy, share, ding the bells. Jump on into the chat and say hi to everybody. We love having new people come on in where we can say hi and have a great conversation. Say hi to the moderators and to the fellow Waka clan members that are all in here. Please feel free to say hi and join in on the conversation. And to my fellow Northern Wisconsin hoser Wisco, welcome. It's an absolutely beautiful day up here today. Absolutely beautiful. Let's do a time and temperature check, y'all. How about that? The time is 11:35 Central Time. Central Time. It is exactly 48 degrees outside. The skies are partly cloudy, and the Pollock is partly happy. So it's just a great day. The dogs are sleeping. It's nice outside. The snow's melting away. So disregard what I was saying earlier, y'all, about me streaming tomorrow at 5:30 from my house. You see how quickly that changed. Um, I'm gonna try to still stream at 5:30, but it'll be from the big truck. I don't know where I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna still be driving. So at this point, that's all up in the air. I just don't know. Keep your eyes on my Discord tomorrow morning. I'll update my ETAs on where I'm gonna be. If I'm gonna stream, I will throw it on Discord and let everybody know. And if you also have Gilded, you can check it out on there as well. I'm going to start throwing my daily statuses on Gilded too. I'm sure Patrick's here. Patrick, bro, thank you for watching as you always do. I can always count on you to be here for me and be in the background, and yeah, it's great to always have you here. Mikey, you know, you're as well. Everybody, thank you so much for stopping in. It's good times. So now we're just outside of La Crosse, Wisconsin. We are right on the river here in La Crosse. As soon as I go over this big bridge, y'all, we'll be back in Minnesota, my home state where I was born and hatched. Well, you can't be born and hatched at the same time, can you? You're either born or you're hatched. See, now that brings up that whole chicken thing again, and I don't think I want to go down that road. So a couple more miles here, and we'll be going over the bridge into Minnesota. We'll let this Ultima on here, if they want on. Maybe they don't. You know, I think of it. I think I have Velcro up in my overhead compartment here in my truck that I can stick this mount to that'll keep it way more solid. All right, fine followers, here we go. Here's the bridge. You can see the beginning of the river. We got river alongside of me. Another 10,000 feet, we'll be in Minnesota. There we go. Let's test everybody. How many feet are in a mile? Who knows? I know. How many feet are in a mile? 5,280 would be the correct answer if anybody threw that down. 5,280. See, 5,280 times 2. Oh, 10,560? Would that be right? 80? 8, 16, carry the 1. I don't know. 10,000 something. All right, here we go. Here's the big bridge, y'all. We're gonna go to this bridge and we'll be in Minnesota. And the big hill in front of us, that's called Nodine Hill. We're gonna climb that and be on the top of Nodine. There's a really nice, big, quick trip truck stop up there. That is such a tongue twister. Quick trip truck stop. I frequent that one quite often. There is a lot of Amish cheese. You know, Wisconsin and cheese. Well, the Amish cheese up here, there is a lot of places. If you ever come into Minnesota across I-90, I highly suggest you just Google Amish cheese and stop it in one of these places and support the Amish over here with their cheese making. It is so good. Oh, it's so good. We're going by the locks right now on my right hand side. We're climbing the hill. And look straight directly at 12 o'clock and you'll see her right there. What state are we in? We're not in the state of confusion, people. Right there. Minnesota. What a beautiful day. It's getting a little more cloudy and overcasty, but still it's just 45, 46 degrees outside. It's just perfect out. Hopefully when I get home, whenever the hell that's going to be, the snow will be out of my driveway. My neighbors are going to think I don't like them anymore. Well, there's one particular neighbor that I'm not really fond of, and I find out who that was that called the cops on me the other day. We'll have to have a conversation. And it's going to start with, why would you call the po-po instead of coming over and talking to me first? That's not how our community is. For those of you who don't know what happened, I think it was kind of funny. I stopped home not yesterday, but the day before to grab some dog food. I was getting low on dog food in here. Before I brought Misha in this truck, I could get 3 weeks on this 15-pound tote of dog food between Zeus and Thor easily. But now my food consumption is basically doubled, right? 2 dogs. I mean, that would kind of make sense. The math works in my feeble mind. So I stopped home to grab some more dog food. It was 8 o'clock at night, and when I when I pull into town, the dogs go absolutely ape shit. They know where they are. You can see their nose going crazy. They smell it. We're home. We're home. Um, so I dropped my trailer in the yard. I grabbed that was the Yamaha load I was grabbing that I just delivered in Chicago yesterday afternoon. I grabbed that Yamaha load of snowmobiles and I pull up alongside my house and I walk inside to grab the dog food and I fill up the container and I'm thinking to myself, I should probably check the mail while I'm here. And that was a mistake. That extra 45 seconds in the house. While I was in there, I open up the front door and I hear my air horn just blaring. Wah! And the first thing I thought of was, no, it's 8:30 at night. And I knew exactly what it was. Misha she's a work in progress in the truck. She doesn't know the ins and outs of what she can and what she can't do in here. Hi, Misha. I shouldn't say her name. From now on, it's Mama Dog. Because when I say the other word, when I call her by her name, she goes crazy in here. So instead of her putting her feet up on the door handle, she puts her feet on the steering wheel. And the center of my steering wheel is my air horn. And she blared that horn. I wish I would have had the camera on and turned around. You're good, Wayne. Whenever you want, or you come on over. Thank you. Yep. Have a good day, brother. So she stands on my horn, and it was probably, I don't want to embellish too much, but it was definitely at least 30 seconds, if not closer to a minute. And I real quick grabbed my mail, and I'm like, holy shit, I got to get her off my damn horn. And I got the dog food in my hand in this big container. I just trekked through 2 feet of snow. My son came over and shoveled my sidewalk, but forgot to get the sidewalk between my garage and my house. So I have 2 feet of snow. It's knee-deep snow I'm trying to run through to get back to the truck to get her off of my horn. When I parked my truck, there was one of the local, I live on a college campus. One of the local campus police officers was parked right in front of my truck. And when I got out and walked into my house, he turned around, he waved at me, and he took off and went back wherever he went to. So I thought, great, I'm going to wake up all the neighbors. Well, apparently she did. I get back to my truck, she gets off the horn, and I says, Misha, that was naughty. And I couldn't really scold her because by the time I got back in the truck, she had already gotten off the steering wheel. So at that point, there's the only person that you're pleasing by yelling at a dog is yourself, because they have no idea what the hell you're screaming at. So, I couldn't correct the action at that time. So anyways, I get in the truck, I put the food away, I take off down the road. It's like maybe 8 blocks to the high school and I have to take a left. And once I take a left, it's technically a no truck road. You're not supposed to be on there with a semi truck. I have permission from both the state of Wisconsin and the city of Superior to be on that road with my truck if I need to be. I'm not supposed to make a habit of it, but I do have permission to be there. As I come up to the high school, I just left my house, everybody. I just left my house. I see headlights coming up behind me, and I knew exactly what those headlights were. It was the UWS police officer. And coming out of the high school parking lot is a high school student with no headlights on. And I flash my headlights at him, and he has no idea what the hell that means. He's 16 years old. He's still wet behind the ears. So I pull past. He pull the kid pulls over to the right-hand lane, and he takes a right-hand turn as I'm sitting at this stoplight to make a left-hand turn to go onto the no truck route. And the UWS officer, as soon as he makes that right-hand turn, he flips his cherries on, and he pulls over the kid. Now at that time, I'm already making my left, and I'm watching this in my mirrors. I'm watching this kid get pulled over, and I'm going, ha ha ha. Serves you right, you know. First thing you're supposed to do, bud, it's dark outside, is turn on your damn headlights. I tried to warn him, but so as I'm driving away, now please remember he's behind me, pulled over, and I'm looking in my driver's side mirror, and I'm like, I'm driving away, and those lights ain't getting any farther away from me, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? No shit, it's a superior cop car behind me. I am going on here. So she pulls me over right. I can't go anywhere. Well, hopefully we're still here. So there's a DOT officer sitting on the end of the road before I got to my house, and I thought maybe it was a new DOT officer that he just sees a big truck driving down a road he's not supposed to be on. Let's pull this guy over and see what's going on. The DOT officers around my area, guys, they're really good. They're respectful. They're not going to pull you over and slap fines and stuff on you for stupid shit. They got better things to do. So that was the first thing I thought was, holy shit, it's Officer Munson, because he knows me personally. He's pulled me over so many times. I should send this guy a damn birthday card every year. I thought it was Munson trying to fuck with me. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't make any sense. Well, then this small little figure of a silhouette comes walking up to my truck. Remember, it's nighttime outside. And I'm like, the shape of that body's not Officer Munson. There ain't no damn way. So she walks up to my truck and she says, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And it took me a few seconds to figure out what was going on here. She says, well, we received a call on a welfare check. And I'm like, holy shit. Now I'm embarrassed. I'm like, oh my God, no, this can't seriously be. She says, yeah, well, we got a phone call. We got a call that somebody was blaring their horn down the street, and one of the neighbors thought somebody might have passed out or died, and they're laying on their steering wheel. And I'm like, holy shit, this is this is so embarrassing. And I'm like friggin' 10 sheets of red at this point. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm looking to my right. Here's Misha sitting with this big shit-eating grin on her face. She's like, ha ha ha, fucker, I got you in trouble. And I'm like, girl, I said, oh, I didn't call her girl. I said officer. I told her what happened. I walked into my house. I grabbed the dog food. I heard the dog honking the horn. I ran out as fast as I could. My sidewalk is wood. If I would have ran across there any faster, I'm sure I would have done the whole slip and fall backwards, and $10 worth of dog food went flying up over my head. And I'm like, I said I got out as quick as I could. And she says to me, she goes, well, we have to check on every call. She's, do you have your driver's license? And I'm like, I'm all about the First Amendment and the Fourth Amendment and all that stuff. And to the people that might audit this kind of stuff and say, hey, you know what, you didn't commit a crime. You don't have to give her your driver's license. That's all fine. It's true. It's dandy. Whatever. But there's at a time and a place to argue stuff like that. And when I'm blocking the whole street off and there's like 3 blocks of cars behind me, nobody can go anywhere. That it's just not the time or the place to be playing the First and Fourth Amendment auditor shit. So I just handed her my driver's license, and she calls it in, and she hands me my driver's license back, and I look at her, and I said, don't you think that if I was dead, the truck wouldn't be moving down the road? I mean, this is not an autonomous truck. And she's like, I know, this is such a ridiculous. She said, I can't even believe I have my lights on behind you and have you pulled over. This is just not even okay. And I'm like, on every level of screwed up the whole thing was. But she's got a job to do, and I get it. That's just fine. Go ahead and do your job. It's all good. Oh, that was one of my students right there that I'm passing. So she did her job, and we had a little chuckle about it, and I went up on my way. Actually, she had to call my license in twice, because the first time they got the driver's license number wrong, and she looks at me, and I don't know, I think it came up with somebody that might have had something on their record. She goes, sir, can I see your driver's license one more time? She says, because what just came back into my ear doesn't sound right. I'm like, yeah. She says, I think they got a number wrong. And she ran my license a second time, and I was like, holy shit. Misha jumps on my horn. Next thing I know, I'm in the back of the paddy wagon going to jail because they think I'm a meth head. I was like, shit. Oh, but yeah, everything turned out fine. Misha, we're working on her. We're trying to get her all figured out, get everything going good here. Oh, it's all it's all fun having a dog in here. All right, we're on the top of the Nodine Hill here, so hopefully y'all heard that whole entire story. I know service is really sketchy climbing that thing right there. So hopefully everybody got that little trucker Zeus. Misha trying to get me thrown in jail for honking my horn. You know, when I think about it, it is a bit. I mean, I'm glad that my neighbors would call and say, "Hey, there's something wrong." But my neighbors all know, they all know the big yellow truck. And personally, for me, if one of my neighbors is having an issue, the last thing I'm going to do is call 911. I'm going to run my ass over there while I'm on the phone with 911. You know what I mean? And see if I can help. I'm pretty sure I know who it was. Um, it's not a problem. I'm not going to cause any issues, but I'll have a conversation with them when I get back and say, hey, come on now. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know I have dogs in my truck, and this kind of stuff happens. That I get it. I understand people are concerned, and rightfully so. But on the other hand, you know, our police officers have way better things to do with their time than running over, pulling a hoser over as he's already rolling down the road. Because clearly, I'm not slumped over my steering wheel rotting away if my truck is moving down the road. Unless Misha, real quick, figured out how to drive this thing, everything was fine. So, but they got a job. I see both sides, everybody. I get it. But yeah, that was kind of a funny that was a funny way to start my day or end my day there. What was that, Wednesday? What day is Friday now? So that would have been Wednesday night, I believe. Yeah, that would have been Wednesday night. Good times. So if you like Trucker Zeus story times, please subscribe to the channel because I got a lot of them. I got I got a lot of stories from 25 years of doing this stuff out here. How many of y'all saw Zeus's sit stay earlier when I was getting ready to leave in the morning? Was that nice, huh? I mean, he is such a good listener. He's spot on. I want to say this first of all. If anybody sees Zeus's harness that's on his back, and it says, um, it's one of those training vests for service dogs. I have the patches on the side of his vest that say service dog in training. Zeus is not a service dog, nor am I going to train Zeus to be a service dog. So I want that to be out there. I am not in need of that kind of stuff. Those patches are only on there to keep people away from my dog because he is a shepherd. He's a very friendly shepherd. But I still have people come walking up to me and stick their hands out to pet the dog when I'm walking him out there. And that is just not a good idea. I might trust him 100%, but there's not going to say that something inside of Zeus says, I don't know if I like this guy or this girl, and he shows his teeth and growls or something like that. I just don't want there to ever be an issue with any of my animals and the public. So if you ever see service dog on the side of his vest, he is not a service dog. He is a registered emotional support dog, but he is not a service dog. Those are just there to let people know that, let's not touch this animal. I let people know that quite often. You know, with him having that vest on, I could be one of those people that plays the system and brings my dog into an airport or a restaurant or, a grocery store or something like that. But guys, I'm not going to play the system. That's not how I roll. You know, yes, I can bring my emotional support dogs into public areas like foyers or pools. I can do that. Both Zeus and Thor. Misha, she is not registered, but Zeus and Thor both are. I cannot bring them into restaurants, places like that. I could get them a ticket for an airplane and buy them a seat. That's crazy. I would never do that. I'm not by any means one of these people that are out here trying to use the system and look cool with their animals. It is strictly just for the safety of the people that are around me. Hopefully, they can read and understand that if it says service dog on there, I better not mess with them. Not because they're mean, but because he is in training every day of his life. Zeus is in training to be, my dog. He's my emotional support dog. He helps me with the issues that I have, and we all have problems, right? Let's face the facts. We all have problems, and he's there for me. He knows compression. If I'm having a bit of a panic attack or anything like that could possibly going on, I haven't, but if he knows compression where I can lay down on my bed and he will put his whole body up on top of my chest for compression, just for support. He knows that. He's just a great, solid animal. We're working on Misha for stuff like that as well. She's not in tune to me like Zeus is. Misha, again, she's my son's dog who is now in the military. He's in Malmstrom, Montana, at the nuclear Air Force base, the nuclear base Air Force. I don't know how to say that. He's in Montana. She's his dog. I will never be able to have that kind of a bond that she does with Tyler. She's very, very happy in the truck with me, but it's just a different. If you're a dog person, you know what I mean. It's just a different thing. Yeah, Misha and Zeus are in the back right now. They're spooning. Literally, they're spooning. I'm really excited to be able to get out to Tom's River and meet the fellow patriots that are in Tom's River. And everybody that follows Joey Whispers, if you're watching this, guys, and you haven't followed Joey Whispers and you don't know who Joey Whispers is, please go to YouTube, Joey Whispers 1776, go onto his channel and click the subscribe button. He does daily streaming from his Peterbilt out in Jersey. And I'm sure you've probably seen, if you haven't, you sure should have, seen the shorts on YouTube of Joey Whispers and the Waka Waka clan or Waka Waka guy out there. You'll know who he is. Get out there and say hi to Joey Whispers. When I first came onto the clan here 2 months ago, and right off the bat, he said hi, right as he does with everybody that comes onto his channel. Just a great guy. Everybody's welcome. And everybody's, it's a hello, welcome to the channel, and I responded hello, and I mean I didn't know who this guy was. I don't know him from Adam, and he said uh, he said hello, Trucker Zeus, and I responded hello, and then I don't know if it was the next day or maybe the day after. He said I was just watching his stream. I was just sitting in the and he said, Trucker Zeus, I have something for you. And I'm like, whoa. whoa, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. This guy just called me out. He's got 75 people watching his stream and he just called me out. And I'm like, whoa, okay, we got something going on here. Now you got my attention. And his stream went on for a while. I can't remember. Maybe that was actually, guys, I think he might have been doing a garage live. It might have been a garage live. I think it was because he started talking about he had a shepherd of his own back when he was young. I don't know. We're all old people here, all of us. And I think what he did, I think he showed me a picture of his shepherd when he was young. Zeus was his baby's name. And I tell you what, simple little things like that. When a person you don't even know from 1,200 miles reaches out to you and says, "Hey, dude, I saw your name come across my screen. I want to tell you something. I'm going to open up a little bit here and tell you a little something about my past." That's the kind of man that Joey Whispers is. Just what you see is what you get. And I can't wait to get out there for my Zeus to love on Mr. Whispers. No, my headset didn't die. I'm just trying to. It's heartwarming. That's what I can say. It's just heartwarming. You might not even know somebody. You might not know somebody, but it's just certain times where you're touched. This is where you're supposed to start playing the sad music. Yeah, it's just touching. I can't wait to have my camera out there, y'all, when I get to meet these guys and gals for the first time. I hope I have a camera going because it's going to be a moment in my life that's going to be one to keep forever. So we're 28 miles from Highway 52. I got to get off that subject, y'all, because it's just going to start making me emotional. 28 miles to Highway 52, and we're going to start heading north towards Minneapolis. You still got an ETA of 607 tonight. Silent backseaters. If you're back seating here and you're just chilling out and joining the stream and listening to me blabber on, thanks for stopping in. You sure don't have to say anything if you don't want to. That's perfectly fine. But I appreciate every single one of you for stopping in. Yeah, my dogs make me emotional every time I talk about them. If you catch any of my live streams when I'm at home, which I haven't had very many, but you'll never see me talking about my animals like that on there, because if you do, I'm going to have a box of Kleenex next to me, and Nobody wants to watch a 50-year-old man wipe tears away. I'm telling you, it's not pretty. But it's real, man. 100% transparency here. This is life as it happens. So what's next to talk about before I lose my cell phone service? I don't talk politics on here. I'm not educated enough to do that. So I don't talk politics on my stream at all. That's out the door. I would look like a bumbling idiot. You can only talk so much trucking in one stream. I think we've done enough of that today. How about vacations? That's what I need to do. Go on a vacation. What would be, throw a comment in here. What would be your dream vacation, everybody? Where would you want to go and what would you want to do? I mean, your bucket list dream vacation. There's 1 week left in the world, and if you have to go somewhere, you have to take a vacation. Yeah, I mean, that's it. You got to take a vacation. What is your bucket list dream vacation? Is it a trip to Cancun? Would you want to go see the pyramids? Would you want to go to, China, Alaska, down under, have yourself some shrimp on the Barbie? I mean, what is your straight up dream vacation? I'd like to know. I want the rest of my life to be a dream vacation. I was talking with Miss Susie, good DA1 and Yankee about this. I would love to be able to park the big truck and be able to live stream from an RV and travel the country in an RV and just do nothing but live streaming every day and just document, just a vlog, document my whole damn life in an RV. There are people out there that do it. I think that would be the funnest thing for me to do. I'm not much of a traveler. I'm not big on airplanes. My dream vacation would be to hit every single state, everything that they have to offer, and just live the rest of my life peacefully in an RV. I mean, I'm doing it right now, guys. I'm living, I'm driving an 18-wheeler down the road. My bunk is an RV. It's just a really small one. If I never had to touch another tarp again and be able to just, I'm gonna go see Mount Rushmore next week and have a following of people that are like, where are you gonna go next week there, Trucker Zeus? Well, maybe by then it'll be RV Zeus. RV Zeus is gonna go to Mount Rushmore next week. So if you guys want to tune in and that would be fun. No, I'm not going to Mount Rushmore next week for those of you who are just tuning in. I'm not doing that. I'm talking hypothetically here. But I think that would be super cool. Take an RV over to like Washington State and just like hit a KOA campground there and park it for a week and do nothing but crabbing. Just grab a bunch of crab pots, throw them off the piers, and just go crabbing. Seattle, crabbing right off the piers. Fresh crab. That would be super cool. I would love to do something like that. That's where I say hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's make some dreams happen. I'm 50-year old. I can't be driving truck forever. What am I gonna do? Once my body says, hey, TZ, your days of driving truck are coming to an end. What are you gonna do with the rest of your life? Well, I'm sure as hell not gonna sit in my house and rot away. I'm gonna go do something fun. What's your dream vacation? I want my vacation to be the rest of my life. I've thought about doing puppy transport. Have an RV and somebody has the high kill shelters that are down south. And how many times are there dogs that are down in those high kill shelters that, can have a home, but they can't get a home just simply because the person that wants to adopt the dog is 1,500 miles away? I mean, how cool would that be for Trucker Zeus to just donate his time and travel the country and help people out with something like that? I mean, that would be super neat. Puppy transport. Giving dogs a second chance. I mean, I love my animals. Giving animals a second chance on life and getting them out of those situations where they're looking at not being anymore. That's just so sad. I can't wait to see the comments that are on here when I watch this back this afternoon or tonight or tomorrow. I'm really excited to see what people have to say. I mean, what do you think? Is it something that's just ridiculous sounding, or I mean, I would love to be able to do something like that. I mean, when this truck is paid for, I could turn around and sell it the next day and go get myself an RV. I can promise that. We're not talking like no 40-foot pusher axle, diesel pusher, $250,000 NASCAR motorhome. I'm not. I don't live like that, guys. We don't need no $250,000 diesel pusher. 249,000 is good enough for me. I see a lot of content creators on YouTube that do that stuff. I mean, they're driving around in 20-year-old motorhomes and they're living their best life. I saw this. I can't remember what the channel's name was. They actually got kicked out, or no, they didn't get kicked out of a campground. They never. The camp. Gosh, I'm gonna have to find out who that was. The campground reached out to them and said, "Hey, we are a follower of yours. We want you to come out to our campground, document your trip out here, and spread the word about us." And this conversation had been going on via email for a while. And the lady and her husband finally accepted we're going to go out, we're going to go to this campground and we're going to help these people out. And then the campground turned them down and said, "We can't let you come here. We're sorry, but our policy says that any RVs that are over 20 years old are not allowed on the property." Now, these streamers, guys, these content creators are driving around in an absolutely beautiful, I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was a Winnie, but it was a beautiful RV. Yes, it's 20 years old, but the thing is in immaculate shape. And because of a policy on an age limit on RVs, they wouldn't let them in. Now, again, I can always see both sides of the story. Yeah, you don't want somebody coming in there with an RV that's got their gas cap, bolted on and the bumpers hanging on with bungee cords. Of course, you don't want shit like that rolling around. But a policy like that is that's a bummer. I would love to be able to throw their channel name up here and say check them out. I'm not necessarily big on following that kind of stuff, but I do have quite a bit of content creators in the RV industry that I do follow, and I check out their streams every now and again. But the more I think about it, it's just something that maybe RV Zeus, formerly used to know as Trucker Zeus, kind of we'll throw the Prince down on there, formerly known as, maybe it's an option. It's a great idea. Puppy transport. You know, what a great way to be able to see the country instead of having an itinerary set up where you got every week set up for months down the road. Hey, what if your itinerary was just based on where the dog needed to go? Completely 100% up in the air, just like Mr. Yankee's stream on Dinner with Indy. There is no itinerary. I just go where I need to go. And sometimes the things that come through my head kind of make me think, is that something that could be a reality? I bet it could. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. If you're just tuning in off the YouTube short stream, please, hit the like, copy, share, subscribe, click the bells, do all the things. Say hi to the people that are in here. We're all friendly. Nobody bites. We love saying hi to new people. Please stop in and say hi. 14 miles from Highway 52 right now. And I think that's what I'm going to call, lurkers or silent patriots. Um, Anybody that's in the back here in the Trucker Zeus channel, I'm just calling you backseaters because it's just going to be fitting. Yeah, backseaters are the ones that actually talk and give the driver the headache, but I think backseaters it's just, it's fitting. So please welcome the backseaters in. Say hi and y'all, if you see somebody new in here, please shout out to them and say hi for Trucker Zeus, Misha and Thor, and myself. At the end of the day, when I get done and I get back and I watch this, man, I can't wait to see the comments on vacations. I'm not a big vacation person, man. Maybe you'll all inspire me to say, you know what, I'm parking the truck for a few weeks and I'm going to jump on a damn jet plane and I'm going to go somewhere. I can promise you this, my very first vacation I'm going to do is I'm jumping in a car. I'm driving over to Montana. I'm going to get a hotel room over there and I'm going to see my, hold on. I'll go see my kid and I'm going to give him the biggest hug. Boy, I miss Tyler. It's tough, ain't it, when they leave the house? And then you come home and the nest is empty. I'll have to talk to him one of these nights and see if he wants to come on a live stream with me. I'm sure he can, and everybody can say hi to Tyler for me. I'll talk to him tonight. He's a quiet individual, but the kid's got a heart of gold. From the day he could walk, like he was always my shadow. If I went out to the garage, Tyler was out in the garage. If I was in the basement doing something, Tyler was in the basement doing something. If I was outside mowing the lawn, he was outside wanting to mow the lawn. If I got a new lawnmower, he wanted to tear the damn thing apart and see how it worked. We have a great bond. And when the kids leave the house and start their own lives, and now he's a 6-year stint out in the Air Force Base. That's just such a long time. The last time I saw him was when we were out there in December. We were there for New Year's, getting him moved into his dorm room there. So I haven't seen him now for 4 months. You know, some people don't see their family members for years, whether it be for choice or not, but it's heartbreaking. I miss my kid. That's my first vacation, y'all. Going out to Montana, and I'm going to give that little shit the biggest hug. You know, streams like what happened with duct tape the other day and Phoenix out there. That's just that kind of stuff it's touching. I'm going to I'm gonna I'm gonna ask for somebody if you could please, if you could put a copy of that stream from 2 days ago or 3 days ago. I believe it was Dinner with Indy. If you could pop a copy of that onto my Discord, just right under 18 Convo and over, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't seen that one, good stuff. Well, hopefully the audio is still good here through my headset. My headset hasn't died. I have no idea. Does it sound good? Are we still audio? Are we still working? Oh, there's a naked golf cart. A 606 ETA. You know, I should probably stop here at this rest area and let these guys potty. Maybe I'll do that. Y'all see, what do you got, 20? I think I'm going to stop at this rest area and potty these guys. I got plenty of time on my clock to do it, so I should. Let's do that. Let's stop here in a couple miles and bring the pups outside, let them go potty. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen the pups, stick around for a couple more minutes and I'll introduce you to Trucker Zeus, Misha, and Thor. They definitely need to get outside and take a leak. Okay, audio is great. Perfect. I'll see if I can point my truck in a way where you guys can watch them. They all did their number twos earlier, so I don't think you're going to have to worry about seeing any deuces getting dropped. I think we're good on that for the day. The way this one's set up, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to be pointing away from the dog area. No, I'm not. I'll park it right here. I don't normally do this in rest areas, but just because of what it is right now, I'm going to. I'll just park it right here. And yeah, we'll get these dogs pottied. So if you're new to the channel and you're just tuning in, I'm Jim. And this is Misha. Come on, Misha. You want to say hi? Come here. You go outside? Come on. Here. Come here. Here we go. This is Misha Bella. That's Mama Dog. This is the loud one right here. This is Misha. Hi. Misha, say hi to everybody. She's the sweetest thing ever right here. This is Misha. Here, get down. Juice, come here and say hi. Come on. Come on. Everybody, this is Zeus. Come on. He knows he's not supposed to be on my lap unless I invite him, so he gets a little, Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Everybody, hold the horses. Hold the damn horses. Everybody, do me a favor, please. Everybody say hi to Miss Jovi Speaks. If you see she has a wrench by her, Miss Jovi Speaks, everybody, please say hi. That's my sister Kelly. That is my absolutely beautiful younger sister, Miss Kelly. Thank you for stopping by, Kelly. She works during the day, so she's hardly ever on here. She was my very first moderator. Um, you popped in earlier too. Sorry, Kelly. Obviously, I'm driving down the road, so I didn't see. Um, my absolutely. I mean, this Miss Jovi Speaks is my rock. Thor, come here. Thor, come here. She's my rock, guys. We've been glued to the hip since we were born. Um, she's just a little bit younger than me. I don't know. What are you now, Kelly? You got to be pushing what, 60, 65, somewhere around there. She's a little bit younger than me. She has a German Shepherd as well, whose name is Jovi. I brought Jovi up from Kentucky for Kelly, transported Mr. Jovi up, which was actually one of the very first. I've only transported 2 shepherds in my life, and Jovi was one of them, which is what brings up the whole puppy transport thing. Welcome to the channel, everybody. If you're in here, I see some Netherlands going on. How awesome is that? Thank you for stopping by. Everybody, please welcome in the new people. I'm going to see if I can get these dogs to potty here. Let me turn the camera around here for y'all. Yeah, he was a pain in my ass is right. You can say ass as long as you do, some assembly things. Y'all, I'm going to flip the camera around here and I'm going to bring the dogs outside and let's watch them do their thing. They don't mind if you watch them take a leak. They're not like we are, right? So here, let's get these dogs pottying real quick. Kelly, thank you so much for stopping in. You know how much I love you, girl. You are my rock and my foundation. All right, let's get these guys pottied. They heard the word. Y'all, I'm gonna take my headset off and I'm gonna leave it in here just in case I have to get a little loud and vocal with them. I don't want to scream in your ears. So I'll be back in a little bit. So hold on. Stay. Good girl. All right, guys. Like I say, it's hopefully the volume's still working. How easy I can get that done there. I mean, they're such good dogs. I get outside, they do their business, and we can get back on the road. They hardly pull. Let's check some comments here. Hold on. Yeah, Kelly, I had no idea you were on. Mr. Yankee's still here. Yeah. It's just, hey, Gavin. Thor doesn't really accept anybody. First, if you're accepted into Thor's world, um, first he's gonna take one of your toes. That's you have to give Thor something, and it's usually a body part, and then he'll accept you. He's a little asshole. All right. Oh. Oh, Dewana, my prayers are gonna be for you, sweetheart. I'm just kind of going back here, guys, checking some chat. Genesis, welcome. Fred, thank you for coming in. Melissa Marble, thank you. I see. Oh, I see. We have a couple new subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Dewana, I'll get a 50-footer, and you will travel together. How does that sound? All right. Let me get this phone back on its mount here. There's the GoPro, guys. There's the one that makes everything happen. I'm gonna plug my phone in here. Please forgive me for the phone shaking a little bit. I gotta plug this thing in or it's gonna die on me. You know, not a lot of battery left. Come on, get in there. All right, we're charging. Thank you for throwing that up there. Wisco, I appreciate that. Okay. Let's go about right there. 19 likes, guys. Thank you so much for everybody that's hit the like button. I just can't begin to express how much I appreciate that. This is extremely rewarding to be able to not only be out here and uh, drive the truck up and down the road and provide myself an income, but to be able to share, my experiences out here on the road. I love it. It's great. Although sometimes my mind gets a bit frazzled, I still love it. Well, let's get this thing back on the road. Each and every one of you, thank you so much. Thank you for that, Yankee. Um, Mr. Yankee, my sister, Miss Jovi Speaks. She's the one that led me to you guys. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. If it wasn't for Miss Jovi Speaks, I wouldn't be here at all. We were having a conversation when I was starting my TikTok channel. I mean, literally was just starting my TikTok channel, and she says, there's this guy that I watch, aka Mr. Whispers. And she says, you should check him out. And I'm like, I will. I absolutely will. And I was busy with my TikTok thing, trying to figure that out. And um, she's like, did you check out Joey Whispers yet? Did you check out Joey Whispers? And I'm like, I haven't yet. I haven't yet. You know, life is happening. And finally she said, um, she said, you need to get over there and check him out. And I'm like, all right. And I did. So Mr. Yankee, Kelly is the reason for your headache of having me now. So blame it on my sister Kelly. Miss Jovi speaks. Y'all think Kelly, you wouldn't be seeing what you're seeing right now if it wasn't for her. This isn't from me. This is all because my beautiful sister said, you need to check this guy out. This dude's legit. And there we go. That's how it all started for me on the Waka Waka clan. It's from my sister, Jovi Speaks. And go back into my videos or my shorts. There is a short I have of my nephew, Miss Jovi Speaks' son, Andrew James, saying, hit the like, copy, and share button. His little face lights up every time I say that. So y'all, you might hear me say it on here, and I'm not saying it because I want like, copies, and shares. I'm saying it because every time Andrew watches my stuff back and he hears me say that, his face just lights up like a bulb. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for putting that in there for me. There you go. There's the link to it. Um, if you haven't seen it, yeah, the kid is so cute. I put that. She sent that to me. I think it was taken off of her cell phone, and I put that up. And that one video right there, I think he got just by him saying those, that one little line. I think it was like 100 or 107 subscribers overnight. That smiley face of his, and that kid, when it comes to hugs, he is the stingiest little shit with hugs. But I look at him when he comes over to my house, and I'm like, Andrew? And he's like, yeah, I know, you need your hug. And I'm like, you better give me my hug, bud. I've got, actually, there's a picture of us all at the kitchen table when I made those ribs of me and Miss Kelly, Jovi Speaks, and Andrew eating dinner. We having ribs. I think I threw that on Joey's Discord, and I think it's on mine as well. When I get home, we try to hook up for family dinners. It doesn't always work out, but Kelly comes down to the house and we'll do family dinners together. I used to be able to go up to her house and do family dinners together, but um, I don't know. She doesn't invite me up there anymore, so we just come down to my house. I'm picking on you, sis. Super cool to see you in here, Kelly. You know I love you to death. I'll always have your back. So here we go. Let's get back on the road. If I start thinking about Kelly, you guys, I'm gonna start getting all emotional and shit again, and then I'm gonna have to wipe away more damn tears, and that's just really not stream worthy. Listening to a Pollock driving up the road, whimpering away. Oh, come on, dude. Seriously? Okay, that's not okay. You could put a little bit more than 6 feet between our bumpers. What a great day, y'all. You know, when I started my day off today, I wasn't going to stream at all. Uh, I was a little bummed out last night. I couldn't get on to Duct Tape stream. I really, really, really wanted to say hi. I mean, I have the utmost of respect for that man, and I really wanted to get on and say hi, and I missed him by. I'm not kidding. When I parked my truck, he hadn't been off for 3 minutes, and I was like, no. Then I thought to myself, well, maybe I'll go on, and I'm like, nah, it's too late, and some others reached out to me and said, hey, if you want to go on, let's go on. And at that, I'm already winding down at that time, and I just got the dogs outside. Misha, boy, everybody, she's adjusting to the truck, but it's at a toll for sure. Her stomach's all torn up right now. She's got some, let's just say she's got some anal leakage going on right now. I could have done that a little more discreetly, but that sounded funny as shit. Um, yeah, she's got an icky butt right now, and I had her outside for about 45 minutes yesterday after I got done with work, and by the time I got back inside the truck, it was 9:30 Eastern time, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna jump on right now, and I got the same shirt on right now I had 4 days ago too, guys. It's just, that living on the road in the truck, you don't get a shower every single day, and I'm at the limit right now of if I don't get into a shower pretty soon, my own smell is gonna tell me I need to take a shower. I can only go 4 days, guys. You can only turn the underwear inside out 4 different directions, and after that, you got to take a shower. We're at that point. We're at day number 4, and I have no interest in flipping them around and wearing day number 1 all over again. It's shower time. Oh. You know it's time for a shower when you take your socks off and they stand up the exact same way they came off your feet. That's truck driving, guys. It's the way it is. The amenities we have at home, we take them for granted. Then you come out on the road and you realize, boy, I really wish I could be home to have a nice warm cooked meal. Or it's all good. It's all good. In a crappy spot there. Well, here, let's go with this. Uh, not by any chance ignoring y'all. I'm just driving through town here. I'm just focusing on the road, and when I start commenting, when I start commentary when I'm driving up and down the road like this in busy areas, sometimes it can be a bit distracting. So I'm just paying attention to what's going on here. They're not really crazy drivers around here by any means, but the last thing I want to do is get invited into the Mayo Clinic because I did something stupid. Let's just keep our eyes on the road, pay attention. So this one right here is for Andrew James, who I'm looking at the time. He's in school right now, but Miss Jovi speaks. This one's for Andrew James. Everybody, please remember to like, copy, and subscribe. And please don't forget to click the notification bells. There you go. That's for Andrew James. I'm sure she's probably on a lunch break right now and she's back at it. Well, I think I pretty much got all of my possible moderation I would ever need covered now. It's super great for everybody on here that's helping me out, keeping the chat, the way it should be. Although, like I said before, this is such a new channel. I don't believe anybody would ever have to be moderated on here yet. But Miss Kells, see, look at this. I got two Kells. I got my Kells, and there's the one-handed bitch Kells. I love it. We got all kinds of Kells going on here. Mr. Yankee Free. Wisco Robin from down there in the central part of Wisconsin. We are pretty much covered. I would say anytime I could possibly stream, I think I would have somebody having me covered. We got 63 miles to St. Paul. I have I have something special that I want to do for my moderators, and next time I'm live at my house, I will show it to you. Just a special way of saying thank you for doing what you do. So next time I'm home and I'm live, make sure you tuned in, because I will have something for you. Like I said, I was going to be live tomorrow, and then 5 minutes after I said that, plans changed. So I'm not going to be live from home tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, it's going to be from the big truck, and I don't know what my schedule is going to turn out to be tomorrow. So if I can even go live, I have no idea at this point. Now that I'm heading out to Jersey, I'm going to have to keep on trucking, keep this thing pointed forward. So where have I gone on this trip? Let's see here. I started in Superior, Wisconsin. I delivered an Iowa load. I reloaded in Sperry, Iowa. And that load went down to, I can't remember the name of the town, just south of Dallas. And then from Dallas, I went down to Galveston. I reloaded Galveston. And Galveston, that was a multi-stop load of those grater blades. And then from there, I was trying to remember where all the grater blades went. Oh, they finaled in Bismarck. So I had a Altoona, Iowa, South Dakota stop. I can't remember the name of the town right now. Was it Huron, South Dakota, maybe? I think. And then I finaled in Bismarck. And then from Bismarck, I went to that Menards DC, and I grabbed that load that went to Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. And then I went from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, back to Superior, Wisconsin. And I grabbed that load of Yamaha snowmobiles that went over to Bolingbrook, Illinois. And then I went from Bolingbrook, Illinois to East Chicago, Indiana, which is only 30 miles, but it took me 3 hours because of traffic. And that's the load I have on my back right now, sheetrock going right back over towards Fargo. So I have done a lot of miles and a lot of loads here in the last 8 days. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I'm going to get this load off tonight at 10 o'clock. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but if somebody new is in here, just let you know what all's going on. And now I'm running over to New Jersey. Where in New Jersey? I have absolutely no idea. And then once I get out of Jersey, I'll talk to dispatch Monday, and most likely they will have me loading steel somewhere over there coming back to the Midwest again. And then I will just rinse and repeat. Maybe I can get dispatched to find me a tiny house to throw on a drop deck, and I'll bring that out to LBI, and then I could have Mr. Whispers hook onto the back of that tiny house with his Peterbilt, yank it off the back of the trailer, and we could all make ourselves a million hit video off of that one. We could title it How a Hoser Gets Yanked or something. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool to see a big old, those tiny houses, guys, those things are neat. You know, I don't need a 3-bedroom house anymore. There ain't a chance I need a 3-bedroom house. I could live in a tiny house all day long. And those things are spacious. The way they take your little compartments here and there for everything. I mean, how neat. There's an Amish company in Indiana that makes those things. And I mean, you just don't find carpentry like that just anywhere. Let's not get off task here, though. Watch my hand for a second. Trying to get this phone to stop bouncing around here. It's not working very well. Well, for everybody that stopped in, again, I appreciate every single one of you. It's just been a really good day for me. Nice and quiet. The dogs are happy. And, you know, the best part of my day is nobody shit on my floor today. That's great. That's a good way to have the day go. It's a work in progress when you bring another animal into a truck. The whole dynamic, like I was saying earlier, it just gets all switched up, and the dogs get out of order, and they don't know who's supposed to be doing what, and we're starting to get somewhere now. We're getting it figured out. Like I have Zeus alongside of me now. It was Misha earlier, and they kind of switched out. Hi, Zeus. You heard me say your name. Oh, he hit 20 likes. Y'all, I gotta say this. Why am I yelling? I have my headset on. Sorry. Zeus's incision is doing frickin' phenomenal. I was so nervous when that thing tore open when I left the house. It is. I bet if it's even a millimeter and a half to 2 millimeters left to fill in to level it off. Zeus is an awesome ouchie dog. And I don't, maybe it's a northern thing. I don't know if anybody ever heard the term ouchie dog, but Zeus has this thing, and Thor does as well. When I have an open wound or a sore, they lick on it, and that wound just heals instantly. I don't know. There's something about him. But my Zeus is an ouchie dog, and when I took his collar off of him a few days back, I was really concerned about him ripping that incision open more, and it actually turned out to be just the opposite. I I'm surprised at how animals can heal themselves, and he did. He's taken care of that incision. He's kept it clean. It has healed from the inside out, um, just like my wife said it would. It healed from the inside out. It looks great. He has zero infection anywhere. And the best thing about it is he has completely removed all of the staples and stitches himself. I don't have to go in and have it done anymore. So it's a win-win for me. Oh, and that reminds me, guys, I'm going to have to end the stream before I get out there because I do have to call the vet and let them know that I'm not going to make his vet appointment. And I can't make a phone call while I'm streaming because it'll just kill my stream off. So let's just say I'm going to get this thing up to Minneapolis. And once I get up through Minneapolis, I'm going to shut the stream down at that point. And I'll make my phone calls. Somebody said earlier, I don't know who it was. Oh, okay, which one of y'all said it? So this is where everybody goes. So, how I remember how it was free. This is where all so this is where the cool kids hang out when Joey's not streaming. Is that what it was? That one made me laugh. This is where the cool kids hang out when the Mr. Whispers isn't streaming. That's so funny. That is so funny. You know what this is how I feel. I personally I feel like I'm that kid that's in elementary school or junior high, sitting at the kitchen table, the table all by himself, and everybody's looking at him going, "Don't go over there. You don't want to be seen with that guy." That's how I feel about myself. When I watch myself, that's what I'm like. I'm like, nobody's gonna want to watch this Pollock talk and do whatever he does. I'm like, I'm not the cool kid. No, I'm not. I'm just me. And just having everybody in here, it's a huge confident booster. It's great. I love y'all. Thank you for stopping in. I wish I could have music going in the background, but I'm not educated enough to figure out how to make that happen, so we'll just deal with it. When I stopped there, I saw some Ireland comments. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Well, when I get parked tonight, I'll play around with that Rode wireless thing and see if I can figure out how to make it work on here. You know, here's what I was thinking of, Mr. Yankee, if you're on here. How about a live stream from the truck, restreamed while you're streaming? What do you think of that? Is that a possibility? Sounds kind of hokey, but a live stream while you're streaming. Okay, see what I mean, guys? Now I got to step on my brakes to let this guy in. There's freaking absolutely nobody behind me. Nobody. And he just pulled in front of me and made me step on my brakes as I'm going uphill. That's just not cool. There's no reason for that. So now all the speed I had going up that hill, this guy's going to turn. All the speed I had going up that hill. Now look at, why would you pull in front of me to hit your brakes just to frickin' turn? So you pass me, so I have to pass you back. Oh my gosh. I mean, it could be a possibility if that's something like that would work. I don't even know, man. I just don't know. I'm thinking, I mean, if I did something like that and I just, I mean, it's a cool idea, but then would it take away from somebody else's stream? You know, having a forward-facing camera on a window while somebody, I mean, it'd be neat. I threw Joey Whispers up on my stream one day, and I mean, I didn't do it for long. I only had him on for a couple minutes, but I thought it was kind of cool, you know. And people want to see Mr. Whispers, and whoever's got a dull enough of a life that wants to watch a hoser drive up and down the road can watch a hoser and a Whispers at the same time. I thought it was kind of a cool idea, kind of slick. They catch two people at once. Thor, relax back there. I don't know how I would ever get audio to work. Well, wait, no, that's not true because it'd be through Restream, so I would have audio, wouldn't I? I don't know. I can't even believe I'm trying to think of stuff like this, guys. I can't even get my damn camera to work, and here I'm trying to think of crazy crap like this. This is ridiculous. I can't half the time. I can't even get my my view to turn from horizontal to vertical or vertical to horizontal, and here I'm talking all this silliness. My oversleeping this morning really caused me an issue, though. I'm not going to be to Grand Forks to Fargo until 7:14 Eastern time now. How about Patrick? Patrick, are you streaming tonight? Friday night fluffing with Patrick. I can't remember. There's just it's hang with me, or what did you call your stream, Patrick? I think it's hang with me. Sorry about that, guys. See it. I get a phone call comes in, and if my phone just bleeped out right there, it's because I get an incoming phone call. And I don't know what it does on your end, but on my end, it just stops the whole thing. And yeah. Send me a DM, Patrick, and let me know if you're going on tonight. Because that's about the time I'll be parked. I want to tune in and see how you're doing. Just pop a DM over on my Discord for me, and I'll swing in and say hi to you tonight. See how you're doing. Jump on your chat and sit in the background and say hello. I think you've been doing Friday nights. If you're all watching right now and you're new to the channel, check out Patrick Fleming on Rumble. And just put his name in the search bar, Patrick Fleming, and you'll pull him up. And he goes on a couple of times a week. I don't know if Patrick has a schedule yet or not, or if he kind of just does it like me, just goes on when he can. But I think that's just the way it is. But subscribe to Patrick's channel, and you'll get a notification on Rumble when he goes live. That's how I know he's on. I get a push notification on my phone. And check out Living Yankee Free on Rumble as well. Check out Devilishly Angelic One. Check out Crazy Dude, KrazydDuud. And make sure you check out Duct Tape, PE71, Duct Tape. From over across the pond in Germany. It's a fun watch. The guy can barely speak English, but he's fun to watch. That's not true. He speaks English. He sells bananas. Oh, love you, Duct Tape. Never personally met the gentleman, but the few times that we've spoken online, good guy. Check out Duct Tape. My battery is getting weak here too, folks. I don't know if it's gonna hold off on me. Uh-oh, we got lights. Somebody was naughty. Looks like the sheriff got somebody. Or is that state patrol? Oh hell, that's state patrol. You really done fucked up. Now watch what happens. State patrol's letting that car go. They throw her into drive and pull me over. That's happened before. What a great day. I hope everybody's enjoyed the little stream I've done here today. It's always fun to go on and just show a little bit more of what's going on out here. Not a lot of craziness happening. We got 35 miles to St. Paul right now. 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. Excuse my cough. I thought I was over this. 2 o'clock in the afternoon gets I should just beat the rush hour traffic. We'll jump on to 494 up here and scoot around the south side of the city so we don't have to deal with any of that actual St. Paul I-35 and 94 interchange mess right there. It's kind of a cluster. I can always get a good short video out of there, but I don't really feel like messing with the traffic today. So what time is it here? It is 1:26. I'm gonna run this to about 10 minutes after 2 my time, so 3:10. Let's just call it 3:15 if the cell phone service holds out, which it should. I've never had an issue here. So we'll shut this thing down at 3:15. Wait a minute. Yeah, Eastern time, and then we can all enjoy some dinner with Indy at 4 o'clock. There's not a whole heck of a lot to see here, folks. Just some countryside, and that's it. Everybody notices these big power lines on the right-hand side of the road. When I worked for Excel Energy, I hauled those poles. I physically hauled these poles right here to this location when they got put up. I was part of this job. Every single one of these poles are either 3 or 4 pieces high. And the guy you're talking to right now is responsible for almost a piece of every one of these poles getting delivered many years ago. But I drive by here and it reminds me of my power line days. Working for the IBEW. Lots and lots and lots of hours. And then when I got done with this job, I went to be a groundsman or a heavy equipment operator. I got out of the big truck and I was a heavy equipment operator um, on these same power lines all around here. This whole entire area has got this new 500 power line going through, and it was a huge project, and it's still going on to this day. But if I don't know, when I drive by here, I just think it's neat to look at this stuff. Thinking, that pole right there at one time was on the bed of my semi truck. All the way over to Galesburg, Wisconsin. This is a huge project that they did. Many, many, many years of power lines. Back in my Excel Energy days. That was almost 10 years. Well, it was over 10 years ago now. 2013 through 2015 is when I worked there. Lots of time in excavators, lots of time in dozers, lots of time in front end loaders, moving mats around, placing mats so the heavy equipment could get in. Well, that was back when the pole lock had a body that actually worked. So this driveway right here on the right-hand side, we had our semi trucks piled in there. These houses along the side of the road got a really nice road put in, thanks to Excel Energy for access to these high lines. It was just a cow path, and we come in there, had to have access to the land, put in that nice new road for them. Look at that, how beautiful. I never physically did any of the line work. I was always a truck driver or a heavy equipment operator. I never did any line work, so I don't want there to be any confusion on that. Me and electricity, we do not get along. We are not the best of friends. I can handle my own inside my house, but I've been shocked by 120 enough to know there ain't no way in hell I want 500,000 watts of power going down my back. Miles and miles and miles of power line. And Mr. Yankee, as soon as I find out where I'm going over there in Jersey, I'll let you all know. It's not going to be one of these runs where I'm going to be able to deliver and stop by and say hello. I'm pretty sure of that. It's going to be I'm going to have to deliver, turn around, and burn. It's not going to be a stopping run by any means, but I'll be over there. I mean, maybe I'll do a 10-hour out there and see how close it is. I could find a truck stop and drop my trailer, and maybe we can get some Cracker Barrel or something, huh? Drive Big Bird down the road and have Mikey standing on the side of the road, and I'll give Mikey give you one of those. Those don't happen very often. The 3-2 salutes, those don't just happen for anybody there, Mikey Genesis. That's special stuff. Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know then. Make me a bratwurst and give me a bottle of ketchup. We'll have a meal. My old man was big for that. It just brought back my memories of childhood listening to you guys picking on dude about ketchup. My dad would smother. I mean, he would smother everything in ketchup. It was repulsive. It didn't matter what was on his plate. If it was one damn ballpark hot dog, it was a ballpark hot dog and a half a gallon of ketchup. And for me, I mean, I don't mind ketchup. I'll put it on stuff. I mean, yeah, I'll put ketchup on a hot dog. I can put ketchup on a brat. It doesn't bother me. It's not my favorite, but there's something about the smell of ketchup after I get done eating. It just doesn't work for me. I like the taste, I like the flavor, but the smell. Only after I'm done eating. Does anybody else have that issue with the smell of a food? You love it when you're eating it, but after you're done, you're like, oh, it turns your face green. That's ketchup to me. I need to get home and make some more sauerkraut. I am out of sauerkraut. I'm out of kraut, and that's just not good. I usually have a couple of pints of kraut in my truck at any given time. I'm going to have to make some more and get it fermenting at home. And there's nothing better to me than a pile of rotten cabbage on top of my brats. I love it. Do y'all like some Volvo powered ASMR for a while? I can shut the headset off and just for the last half hour of this or whatever, I could just listen to the motor purr. I don't know. It's not like it's not by any means like the Peterbilt. So I want to talk about this gray car that just went around me. I gotta bring this up. So this car that just went around me right here, they've been creeping up on me for probably the last 5 miles. And I was talking earlier about blowing tires and and the dangers of being right alongside of a semi truck. You see how slowly they're pulling away from me right now? That's how slow they were catching up to me when they were behind me. And that car right there got up alongside of me. They kicked the throttle down. They got in front of me, and now they're continuing on. That's the way it should be, everybody. I mean, that's textbook safety 101, if you ask me. Did they pull in front of me kind of close? Yeah, they did. But you know what? If you're going to pull in front of me, and I know that you were coming up on me almost matching my speed, and you got on the throttle and you got around me, you got out of that danger spot and you're continuing on your way, man, that makes me happy. I will gladly lift off the throttle and back off a little bit for somebody like that that just showed me the respect that every truck driver just get around me and get away. And they did right there. So to that little car right there, that little gray whatever it was, thank you for just getting on the throttle and getting around. I'm just always concerned about something bad happening when you're sitting alongside my truck. The ones that irritate me are the ones that come flying up behind me and then slam on their brakes and hit the right hand blinker and pull right in front of you, and then they're driving slower than they were when they went around originally. That's just, I don't understand why that works. that way. Something's rattling in here again. All these power poles, guys, all of them here. I was involved on all these. How long have we been driving up the road now? A long time. A long time. The foundation on those piers right there, the concrete foundation that they're sitting on, it's over 20 feet deep. In some places, it's 40 feet deep. I did a little stint for while I got laid off and I got worked into this. I can't remember what the company's name was, but they were doing the foundations for these piers. That was right at the end of my working for the IBEW, and I did that job, helped them guys out. I was just a groundsman. Groundsman meaning I was like, hey man, I need a shovel. You know, I go grab a shovel. Hey man, grab the bobcat and go clean up this mess. You know, I was kind of the gopher, but it kept me busy and it was a good paycheck. And I watched those guys working those big augers, you know, 14, 16-foot augers, digging up the earth to make the foundations for these power poles and what it takes to turn a light bulb on in your house. Boy, I took it for granted until I had this job. It is a lot of work. I can see the Marathon refinery up ahead, about 4 or 5 miles in front of me. I'm almost by Rosemont. We have a terminal in Rosemont. I believe it's County Road 46. So we have a terminal right down here. When I stop in and I say I have to go to our Minneapolis terminal, that's this one right here on Highway 52. Um, A lot of times, if I have a load that I need to get delivered and I'm not going to make it on time, like let's just say this is a perfect example. If I couldn't get this Home Depot load delivered on time, I would have dropped this trailer in Rosemont and another driver would have took it. It's called a relay, just like a relay race, but a relay with truck trailers. And they would have relayed this load out there and delivered it for me. I would have got paid to where I dropped the trailer off, and then the next driver would have got paid bringing it out to Fargo. But since I got all kinds of time to go, I'm just going to go. We're going to run this thing. We're not stopping in Rosemont today. To all the Rosemont terminal people that are down there that might swing in and see my feed, hello, how are you? Trucker Zeus is driving by. Have a great weekend there, Minneapolis personnel. And again, if anybody's interested in driving truck and you watch these videos and you're thinking to yourself, man, I wonder if that's something I can try, you can always reach out to me on my Discord, or if you look on my YouTube profile, my email is there. My email might even be in my Discord. I don't know. I did not set up my link tree. I did not set up my link tree, so I don't even know if my email is on there. But my gosh damn it, Polak. My email is in my bio on my YouTube channel. So if you're ever interested and you're thinking it might be a road you want to go down, you can always drop me a link or drop me a DM or an email, and I'll be more than happy to reach out to you. We can talk about it. I was an instructor at this company. I know exactly how the program works from beginning to end. And if it's something that you would be interested in, I could throw in a referral for you. And then you talk to another lady named Debbie. And if it's a good fit for the company, they would invite you into the school. But I would be happy to, anybody wants to know the ins and outs, you want to have a good conversation about what it's like out here, you can always reach out to me, and I'm completely transparent, man. I'll tell you exactly the way it is. You can hear the goods and the bads and make a decision from there. I will never, ever, ever tell somebody it's all great if it's not great. And it's not always great. As a business owner, I've always had the philosophy of I'm not going to have somebody do something that I wouldn't do myself. I've changed tires, I've changed oil, I've fixed broken emissions, I've changed light bulbs. I've done all that stuff. I haven't torn motors down to the nuts and bolts. I'm not an engine guy, I'm not a transmission guy. But I know enough to be dangerous when it comes to fixing this stuff. Like the short I put up last night of the guy driving down the road with that brake chamber hanging off the back of his trailer. I mean, come on. Let's do a pre-trip inspection and make sure that our brakes are working before we leave. I did get that guy to pull over and at least take a walk and look. I was in front of him, but I saw him hit the shoulder behind me. Thank God for that. I think I already talked about that this morning. Don't need to go back down that road. Off to the left here is the Marathon Refinery. Hauled lots and lots and lots of gas out of that place over the years. Lots of gas. Diesel fuel, road asphalt. Oh, keep her on the road there, dump truck. Somebody clipped that shit. He almost put her on his side. Wow, that was see, there you go. Put your cell phone down and pay attention to the road. He almost flipped his shit over. Hope somebody can clip that. And that there, guys, is exactly why um, the chat is closed for me while I'm driving up and down the road. It's just, it's just, yeah, it would be great to sit here and have a conversation with everybody while I'm driving up and down the road, but it's illegal as fuck all, first of all, and it's just plain old dangerous. And I'm not gonna say he had his cell phone in his hand. He might have just reached out or dropped a pen or something. I just say that just automatically. Put your damn cell phone. I'm not saying he had his cell phone up. I'm not saying that at all. But it's just you got to have your eyes on the road all the time in one of these things. You never know what's going to happen. The I'm streaming off my cell phone right now, which is mounted to my windshield. And I don't have electronic stabilization on this cell phone, so it's really shaky, and I apologize for that. Oh, guys, I just got my load. I just got my load information. I wonder where I can pull over and see where I'm going. Where is the next rest area? I believe it's on the other side of Minneapolis. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. I'll throw it in discard when I get parked. I know I'm going east. I got 2 days to figure it out. But yeah, it's examples just like that. How you put your eyes down, take them off the road for 1 second, and next thing you know, you're 3 tires over the fog line, and you're cranking the wheel coming back. And when you get started like that, and you grab that wheel and you crank it left, it's guys, it doesn't take much to flip a semi truck over. You can get this thing off balance quite easy, and it can get really ugly really fast. There we go. Let's wash some salt off the bottom of the truck. There we go. Well, let me think here now. Do I want to go through the can of worms, or do I want to take the 494 bypass? It's the same amount of time. The only difference is one way. It's just a little less traffic. It's exactly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I shouldn't say exactly. It's 1:58. Let's be correct here. 1:58 in the afternoon. There's not going to be any traffic on 35. I can run 35 up to 694. Take 694 into 94 and run across, or I can run on 494 on the bottom side and run around and come up that direction. You know what? Let's just go right straight up. Let's go right up to 694. Said I didn't want to, but in typical Pollock fashion, I can't ever make up my mind anyways. Let's just run this thing right up through the gauntlet. Let's do it. Let's run it right up through the city. Why not? It's a beautiful day. You're all along for the drive anyways. We got her turned down now. We're our 65 mile an hour zones are all gone. Now we're at typical city driving speed of 55. You're gonna see cars go whizzing by me here because that's just what they do. But I'm not. I'm not interested in sitting on the side of the road with flashing lights behind me, so I just run this thing at 55 here and we'll call her good. 2:01 Central Time, 45 degrees outside. I still have an ETA of 6:09 to Fargo. See, I had some phone calls I was supposed to make too. I can't remember what they were. I know I got to call the vet. I should be writing this stuff down or doing the HEYSIRI thing and sticking notes in my. What's I gonna do? I think I was gonna. Yeah, well, I know I got a call for medication for Misha's ears. I'll be driving right by the house, so I could stop and get her ear wash and get her ears cleaned out again. Maybe I can have the wife run over to the house and meet me there, and she can help me clean her ears out. They're not bad. but they're dirty. I wiped them out a little bit yesterday, and she's not scratched at them so much today as she was yesterday. But I have heard her a couple times in the back scratch away and kind of whimper. Look at how all the snow is melted. It's like traffic is stopping up here. Slow traffic ahead sign is going. Well, let's just make sure it's not too terribly bad. There's a shortcut I can use to get around this if traffic is backed up on the bridge really far. Nah, today's not one of the days where I need to do that. I can see traffic's still moving up there, so we're not going to go around it today. I don't think it's not looking backed up far enough where I have to take evasive maneuvers, and I could sit up here at this interchange for 5, sometimes 10 minutes or more, just waiting to get up onto 94. If you look at Google Maps and you pull up Minneapolis, I'm on Highway 52, and I'm just to the south side of the interchange. Right? Oh, it is backed up all the way here. All right, well, watch this, guys. Watch how this works. Trucker Zeus is going around. Yeah, we're not going to sit and wait for this. We're going around. From my days of hauling gas, I know the shortcuts. You guys get to come along for a shortcut today. It's probably not going to save me any time, but why not? I haven't done this for quite some time. Y'all get to see what the south side of St. Paul looks like. I could pull in front of that truck right there, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be that guy. I said I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. I could have actually got over there in front of that bluish green Peterbilt, but nah. Let's take you guys for a roundabout. Let's sightseeing with Trucker Zeus. What do you think? I used to go this way when I was pulling gas all the time because we were always on such a tight schedule. We just you don't have time to sit around and wait when you're delivering gas. I mean, you get your gas to the gas station and then you get your next load and you got to get that stuff there. I mean, sometimes they're just going to run, these places can run out. And the same thing when I was hauling garbage too for Mr. Bolts. We had a run where I would go through here 7 times a day, just like Mr. Whisper does over on the East Coast. 7 times a day I would come through here. St. Paul Popo. He's on a mission. He knows what he's doing. And he knows exactly what I'm doing too. Guarantee. I know where that big truck's going, he says. Yep, I'm shortcutting. No, we're not done. Go lay down. All right, there we go. Nobody's coming there. Nobody's coming there. Nobody's in my way here. Now, if you look off to my left, there's Highway 52 that I just exited off of. There's the sign for it, Highway 52. Oh yeah, there's something going on. There's St. Paul police all over the place here. 3 of them up there. Ooh. We'll let FedEx go so I can make my corner. See right here, north 35E. Go lay down, girl. And the thing with this right here is, guys, this probably didn't save me any time. Right now, the traffic was moving pretty good there. Guys, lay down, please. Lay down. The dogs think I'm done because I'm going so slow. They think I'm in a truck stop parking lot. See, this is all truck road. It's all labeled for getting back on at 35. What this does is it alleviates that mess down there, because when I exit off of Highway 52 onto 94, it is an extremely busy and dangerous interchange right there. There's traffic coming from every direction. And this guy right here has got his pickup parked right on the corner. There we go, guys. We just went around the mess. And the nice thing about this is I would be in the left lane right now if I went the other way. And I'm in the lane I need to be in, so I don't have to do any extra lane changes. I could stay right here. See all the traffic coming from 35 on the south side is right there on my right. Right back on the interstate. I'm going to move over a lane when I can. 4 miles up the road here is the 694 I need to get onto. I think that's my shot right there. Over we go. Thank you, sir. He flashed his lights, let me in. Guys, I wish you could see Misha right now. She's sitting alongside of me just smiling away. She's so happy. Like, I love this. I get to go for car rides every day. For the last 5 years of my life, I've been in a house waiting for people to come home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I get to see my people all day, every day. She's so happy. She's so happy. Now she knows what Zeus goes through every day. Gets to be with his daddy. We got 2 more minutes, guys, and I'm going to shut this thing down. We made her through the made her into Minneapolis. We made her through Minneapolis and St. Paul, or St. Paul, I should say. So, hey, let me take the next minute and a half or whatever it is just to thank everybody again for swinging in and saying hello and supporting the channel with your kind words. I got a ton of likes on this. That's super awesome. Mr. Yankee, Kells, Wisco Robin, my sister, Jovi Speaks, for helping me out with the moderation. Even though we say it again, we don't need it, but hey, you guys are there, and if you need to, and somebody gets out of hand and starts to bring the chat down a road, you know we don't want it, just boot them. You know, it's just boot them. I don't want any of that stuff going on in here at all. There's billions of people in the world. I don't need one bad apple in my stream. If they don't want to play ball, boot them. With that being said, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. I'm just going to say everyone. That means everyone. I'm not going to name off names. Everyone means everyone. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi and listening to a pointless Pollock talk. Hey, I love it. This stuff is fun for me. I'm sure I'll be listening into Mr. Yankee here at 4 o'clock. So I got to get over a lane here, guys. 1 second here. I wanted to get in front of this Metro Mobility bus, but I'm not getting the opportunity here. Dude. You gonna let me over? Then fine. I'll just stay here then. Now they let me over. All right. So yeah, now I'm in the lane I need to be in. So thank you again, one last time, you know, for watching Trucker Zeus. From me, Jim, Zeus, Misha, Thor, the entire Waka Waka clan. Have yourself a great day. And as always, please remember to be kind and pay something forward. God bless to every one of you. Have yourself a great night, and we'll see you on the flip side.